Now that we've completed the ebook details portion of our setup, which is step 1, as you can see up here with the little blue guide, now we're going to move on to step 2, which is layout. So we'll scroll down and hit save and continue, and that's going to transfer all that stuff over for us. And here we are. We're on the layout page. Now this is going to look familiar to a lot of users. If you have been with Draft2Digital for some time, you know that this is essentially the layout that this page has always had. Here you can do a few checks. So first of all, we can check our chapter layout and just kind of go through. I have in this book a bunch of titles for each chapter, so I can see them here, and I can check that against the manuscript to make sure those match. If I'm having a problem, I can just roll right on down here, help, these aren't my chapters, and that'll put you in direct contact with the support team for Draft2Digital, who are just standing by waiting for you to hit this button, actually. So, and then they'll help you figure out what's going on and fix whatever's happening. Over here, on the left of this chapter layout column is the add in matter question mark column. So what we've got are, we've got this broken down into 3 sections: introductory pages, promotional pages, and biographical pages. Each of these serves its own unique purpose in your book, and all of them are optional. You do not have to add any of these things, but we do recommend that you do so, and we can actually automatically update some of this content for you if anything changes in the future. So it's a real handy thing to add. First up is the title page. Let's hover over this guy. If your book does not already contain a title page, Draft2Digital can generate one for you using the information you provided on the edit book form. So a title page is required for any book published to the iTunes store, or rather the Apple Bookstore. Next, you can add a copyright page. Which is if your book does not already contain a copyright page, Draft2Digital can generate one for you using the information you provided on the edit book form. And note, if your book does contain a copyright page, but you want to use our auto-generated one instead, please remove the copyright page from your source document and re-upload it on the edit book page. A copyright page is required for any book published to the Apple Bookstore. Okay, so you want to add these guys, you just click these little boxes and you'll see the brilliant green check marks, and so those 2 will be added automatically. And then there is the dedication, and this is a cool thing. If you want to thank someone for their help with the book, you can drop it in here. I like to italicize these and say, to Joe, thanks for all the inspiration. Now, it lost my italics there, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight that and italicize that again. And boom. Now we have a dedication in the book. You can make that anything you want. People like to write little poems. There's all sorts of things you can do with that space. Completely optional, so don't worry if you don't have anyone to dedicate the book to, or you can't think of what to put there. It's all up to you. Now we've got the promotional pages section. This is one of the ones that we can update for you automatically as things change for you. Particularly this page, the also by page. So if you've published other books through Draft2Digital, we can create a list to recommend those books to your readers. You can place this list at the beginning of your book, after the copyright page, at the end of the book, or in both places, which is what I prefer. So in other words, this is a list of all the other books that you're publishing through Draft2Digital. If you click on this, you'll get this little drop-down menu here, and this is where you can select where you want the list to appear. So if you only want your also buys to be at the beginning of the book, the first thing people see when they open the book, then it's there. If you want this to be the thing they see last when they finish reading, you can do that. Or you can do what I prefer, which is to put it in both. And that means that there will be one at the beginning and one at the end. So people can both see that you've written other books when they start your book and pick up one of those books when they get to the end. This is kind of my favorite thing. All right, new release email notification sign up. This is a feature that we offer to authors, and it's not a mailing list. So I just want to get that out right away. What it is we'll collect the reader's email address on your behalf, and we will alert them each time you release a new book. Let's just read the description. We'll probably sum that up a little better. Drafted Digital can generate a page at the end of your book inviting readers to sign up for email notifications when you publish any new ebooks. So each time you publish a new book, we'll send anyone who's signed up for what we call an NRN, new release notification. We'll send everyone who's signed up for a notification an email that says, MO Man has a new book. And we will give them a link where they can click and buy that book anywhere that book is sold online. That's our universal book links. So you're going to want to include this, honestly, because this is a great way to promote future releases. So if someone reads your book and enjoys it, this is a good chance for them to keep following your career. So though we do not share those email addresses with you because of various laws, we do maintain this pretty well. It's actually one of the better new release notification services I've ever seen online. So definitely want to include that. Now you can also include a teaser in your book. Now, we don't have a little hover state over this to tell you what this is, but essentially, you can, when you check this box, you can select another book you have published. And let's just select the second book initiative. And what it'll do is it'll put a blurb from that book in the back of your current book. So it's basically like a little ad for another book in your series. That's a great tool for encouraging read through from your readers. And we can update all this stuff as things change. So if you change the blurb for your book for a second book initiative, it'll automatically update. We'll keep this new release notification up to date as well. And if you add new books, we'll automatically update your also by pages in any books where you have this checked. So good thing to have. And we love automated in Matter. It makes your life easier. So now, the final section on this page is the biographical pages, and that's exactly what it sounds like. So the About the Author page, we can generate an About the Author page to tuck in the back of your book as long as you filled in the biography section of the primary author's contributor profile. To learn more about contributor profiles, visit My Account and manage contributors. So that is referring to up here, you would click My Account, and there's an option to manage the contributors for your various books. So if you click this, you get another drop down, and you can click on that, and if there are any author profiles already created, you can just select one, or you can go ahead and create one from this space. So we've got one for MO Man. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And the next step would be the publisher. So we can generate an About the Publisher page to tuck into the back of your book as long as you filled in the profile section of the selected publisher. And you can learn more about that under My Account and Manage Publishers. So you might want to check into that, especially if you do want to have like a publishing imprint. But if you click on this guy, whatever publisher you've got set up, it will include here. So now, there's some other little things hiding out here. You can click Save from up here, and this will save and continue. That'll take you to step 3. You just want to kind of go through this entire page, make sure the information looks the way you want it to. And down here is just a little reminder, and you can find out more about our universal book links by clicking on this link. Books to Read is our partner site, sister site. It's us with another name, but it is that's where we're hosting the universal book links, which are a tool that allows your readers to find your book at every online retailer from one link, and then they can make that their default retailer if they want, or whatever. But that makes it a lot easier for you to sell more books to more readers. So definitely something you're going to want to look into. And that does it for step 2, layout. And we will move on to step 3 in the next video. So make sure you tune in for that.